Hi guys, Ryan Carruthers here from the Betfair Trading Community.com with another one of these one-line lessons. Today I am fully caffeinated. I got some new coffee delivered and it is pretty incredible. So I'm all even more wired than I usually am. So strap yourselves in for this one because I might be quite energetic. Today's lesson is all about letting your emotions take control. So if you are new to these videos, please do give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and you will never ever miss any of this content. So today's lesson then about letting your emotions take control. So trading, as human beings, we are not set up to lose money. We're not set up to be traders. We're not set up to lose money, to make money on exchanges and trading and stock market floors. It's very difficult. It's not natural for us. We are told as children all the way through our lives that money is sacred and we need to protect it, so much so that people will do things to avoid the loss, or will take a loss sometimes to protect a potential gain. It's difficult to take a gain. People would much rather take a loss. 2 seconds. I've got a cat trying to attack me. So, because we're not set up to take losses, it's very difficult when you are starting out to trade to handle these emotions that come with trading. So if you're just joining, this lesson is all about letting your emotions take control. And for many years I've seen people on the exchanges and in the community and stuff, and their emotions get involved in their trading, and it's very, very difficult to push those emotions down. It's very difficult. But one of the things that you can do is you can be aware of them and be aware of the triggers and the things that cause you to start using your emotions. Because if you let your emotions run wild when you're trading, you will lose your bank, you will hate trading, you will hate yourself, you will feel horrendous about it, you'll get that pain in the pit of your stomach about trading if you let your emotions run wild. You've almost got to try and take emotion out of trading, and how you do that is by thinking about the milestones. So I know I always bang on about it, but it's just so powerful when you have a milestone to aim for and you break that down into little steps that you need to follow, and then start telling yourself things as you do your trade. So even if you are following your trading plan, I want you to say things like, as you're doing your trade, as you're entering your trade, okay, I am going to get out at this point, I am going to get out at this point, I am going to get out at this point, as you're pressing the trade button. So if you're backing over 1.5 goals, for example, you're getting in 1.7, 30 minutes, and you say, I am going to get out if there's a goal, I am going to get out if there's a goal, I am going to get out if there's a goal. Then a goal comes, I am getting out, I am getting out. You take your profit. I am going to follow my trading plan, I am going to follow my trading plan is another way of thinking about it. And it might not work straight away, but what will happen is at 70 minutes when that stop loss comes, I am going to follow my trading plan. I am going to follow my trading plan. Say it at the point of exit. I am going to follow my trading plan. And if you don't, it might take a few times, but your brain will then go, hey, you said you were going to get out. Why aren't you? There's going to be a goal. No. I am going to follow my trading plan. And another thing I want you to do is at the end of every trade, I want you to think about, did you follow your trading plan? Did you follow it? Because if you didn't, why didn't you? And I guarantee it's probably down to emotion. When you break everything down on why you didn't actually get out, is your emotions that did not get you out of that trade. You stayed in that trade because of greed, which comes from your emotions, because you didn't want to be wrong. Again, your emotions. And it could be different for lots of different people. We all don't have the same emotions. We all don't think and look at things the same way. So you've got to understand your emotions. It's very, very tricky to understand them. It might take you time, but I want you to try and write down how you are feeling during those trades. I was chatting to somebody this morning. He said to me that they trade with decent stakes, but when they go up to the couple of £100 stakes, they don't make as much as the lower stakes. And my question and my response to them was, why do you even bother with the higher stakes then? Emotions are getting involved in their trading, and they really don't need to be. In that scenario, what's happening there is their emotions are getting away with them at the higher stakes, and they're focusing on the losses, which is affecting their emotions and their ability to trade clearly. So at lower stakes, they can trade clearly. So why don't they just incrementally increase their stakes? Because emotion won't let them. So you've got to take emotions and ego out of trading and just constantly reassess the trade and you. People often ask as well, if I've got a list of trades that might have 10 trades on it, and I'm going to do those 10 trades that day, how do I decide after so many whether I stop or continue? And it's emotions. I'm not looking at the profit and the loss on the trades. If I've had a really, really good day, my emotions might be I might be high. I might be going, oh, this is a good day, I've done well here. But then before I do that next trade, before I go into it, is how are my emotions right now? Am I trading the way in accordance with my trading plan, or are my emotions running away with me? Because if my emotions are running away with me, then I stop. And that can be positive or negative. They might be running away with me in a positive. Even now, after all these years, sometimes if you've had a really, really good day, your emotions are, whoa, yes. Getting very excited. You've had a good day. It feels great. You feel like you're on a roll. You feel indestructible, unbeatable. That's not a good place to be. But because of experience, I can notice that and go, whoa, just pull yourself back. Don't trade anymore. Get away. You've got to be able to understand your emotions. Got to be able to understand your emotions, because when they get involved in trading, you are really, really, really going to struggle. They get involved, you will suffer. So think about when you are in that trade, when the stop loss comes or the profit comes, I am going to take this profit. I'm going to follow my trading plan. I'm going to follow my trading plan. Keep telling yourself that, because then eventually you will program your brain to start questioning you if you're not going to do that. Because so many people don't, and it's all emotions. And if you let emotions run away with you, then you will trade on emotion, and then you start trading on hope, and then you start losing money, and that will impact your trading, your bank, everything. It will impact your confidence massively. And most people, I'd say 95% of people who watch these videos, who interact with my community, maybe more, maybe even, I'd even go to say is 100% of people who interact with my content, they know what they're doing on the markets. They know the mechanics of the markets. They know the trades to make. It's just execution. It's just emotions. And that is the difference between the profitable traders and the not profitable traders, is that they follow a trading plan, the profitable ones, and they do not let emotions get involved. So I'm just going to summarize that, because I've sort of rambled on a little bit, but hopefully it was good content. If anyone watching has questions, I know that I sometimes get a lot of questions afterwards, which is completely fine. I check all of the comments. So do not let your emotions run away with you, because if you do, it will lead to negative experiences on trading. And that can be good emotions or bad emotions. But I'm not just talking about the negative emotions where you've had a losing trade, and then what happens next is you cannot take that loss. So you go, right, what's on next? I've got to get that money back. I cannot lose. Why? Why can you not lose? If you set that trade up and you're only doing 2% of your bank as a stake, and you follow and you created a plan and you knew that you was going to lose 30% of that actual stake, worst case scenario, 30% is probably quite high, but just the first number that came into my head, so I'll use that. You knew that that was going to happen potentially, so you got out and you move on. So do not let it impact your trading. Always be questioning, how am I feeling? What are my feelings leading me to make these decisions? If you look back over everything that went right and everything that went wrong, a person staring you in the mirror is to blame for both of those experiences, the good and the bad. You know, if there was good, what did you do? You can learn from that. What did you do that made this trade go well? Did you follow your trading plan? Was your research good? Yes. Okay, great. What happened when it went wrong? And be honest with yourself. That's the tricky part. But you know what? There's no egos in trading. There is no egos at all. And if you come in with an ego, the markets will take you. There's no ego. So break down what went wrong, what actually went wrong. Because we're all trying to get better at trading. So what went wrong? What did you do that impacted your trading, that didn't allow you to move forward? Morning, Ryan. Yes, knowing your losses beforehand leaves you with no surprises and no need to chase after. Yes, exactly. If you know your losses before you go into that trade, you know the worst case scenario, you know the best case scenario, you can just fully execute that trade and crack on, and then reassess. Did you follow the trading plan? Did you get out when you said you was going to get out? I am going to follow my trading plan. It's like a mantra that you need to repeat to yourself. I am going to follow my trading plan. I am going to follow my trading plan. I'm getting out at 2.0. I'm getting out at 2.0. I'm getting out at 2.0. I didn't get out at 2.0. What happened? It's like that example again when I talk about me playing golf. My friend said to me, you know, drop an extra ball, play the safe shot, you know, turn left. It's always left. I'm always to the right of the fairway. Turn left, just knock it out, bump and run it out into the fairway and have a nice shot into the green. Okay, now try your second shot, try that hero shot and see what happens. It's exactly the same with trading. One of my top traders has spoken about as well having a bank, a separate bank for this exact setup. It doesn't even need to be massive. If you had £10 in Smarkets, for example, and you use your main trading bank in Betfair, and then on Smarkets you did the hero shot, see what happens to it. See how long it takes you to lose that, and then do the safety one in Betfair. Follow that. So emotions, guys, emotions. Don't let them get involved with trading. And always be thinking about yourself. What are you doing that's causing these emotions? How can you stop that? All right, I hope you're well. My downfall has been getting involved in other sports, namely horse racing, in between trades out of boredom. Have you ever suffered from this distraction? Yes. God, yes. So you know that that's the issue. So you need to do something then to come away from it. So one of the things that I'm going to harp on about it again is this trading plan. Because I create this trading plan in the morning, I know where I need to be at what time. So if there is a gap in there, I shut the computer down and I get away. So that could be reading a book. That could be going for a walk. That could be going to grab a coffee. That could be going to have a meeting, go to see a friend, go to the gym. Once you plan the day out, you see where the gaps are, and then you can come away from that. And then if you can't do that, if you are trading while you're working or whatever, think about what I just said about that hero bank. Maybe shut Betfair down, use the £10 or £5 in Smarkets and use that to trade with. So then you go, do you know what, this is just I'm losing money. And say those things to yourself. I'm not going to trade the horses. I'm not going to trade the horses. I'm not going to trade the horses. The more and more and more and more and more and more you say it to yourself, the more and more you'll start to believe it, and then it will start to become a learned behavior and it'll become a pattern. I read a really, really good book about how to talk to yourself. And one of the examples in there was about having this mental apartment. So if you've got this apartment full of furniture, and the furniture is the negative thought. So in this example, let's say this apartment is full of furniture, and this furniture is giving you negative thoughts with trading. So chest of drawers that's telling you, got to trade on the horses because, you know, there's nothing to do. Okay. So then think about what else is in this apartment that is making you do these trading negative thoughts and these negative confidence impacts. So then say I turn up at your house and I say to you, I'm going to help you move this furniture out. We're going to take the furniture out and store it in a garage. Okay, that's great. But it's not, because what will happen is you'll come back into that flat with nothing there. And then eventually, maybe in 2 or 3 hours, you'll go get that chest of drawers back out because it's there, it's your home comforts, you'll get the sofa out. All these negative thoughts then come back into your mind. So what you need to do is I need to turn up, we get rid of all of them, and we start to replace them with super duper furniture. So in the book it says, say I turn up with a big lorry and I say, look at all this amazing furniture. You can have all of this if you want, but it's positive. Every piece of furniture has a positive thought to it. So I'm not going to trade the horses. I'm going to stick to my training plan. Might be your new super duper IKEA chest of drawers. And I know it sounds crazy, but it does work. So then I help you take all of your old furniture away. We burn it and we replace it with this new furniture. So now you're sat in this mental apartment that's really nice, really clean, got amazing furniture, and it's a positive place to be. How much better would your trading be if you thought like that? And you can, by just talking to yourself and telling yourself, I am going to do what I said I was going to do. And that's it, guys. So I know I have rambled on for nearly 20 minutes now. I told you I was caffeinated, and I knew I was going to be, because I love trading and I love coffee. And Ben, thanks. Did that help? I know I seem to ramble on for quite a while, but I can't stop it. Just when I get chatting about trading, it just comes out. It's all these years of trading and learning and reading these books, and a lot of the books that I read are all business related, or mindset related, and then I see how they can be attributed to trading. So this is actually a very, very good one. The Intelligent Investor. So this is actually the book that Warren Buffett read, and he says this is his guide. This is his absolute guide to investing. But it's a massive book. Horses. I've just accidentally placed a back bet at 1.2 so relay. Guess what the horse lost as I was expecting, but the comment just disappeared. Oh, I didn't see the rest of the comment. I'll check that. Then I'm in the same position. I feel your pain. I think we've all been there. We've all been there. But it can be changed. It really can be changed. And it comes down to you and just being honest with yourself and working through it and not letting those emotions get involved. And I know it's difficult, but the more you talk to yourself, the more you tell yourself you're not going to do it, eventually the more you won't do it. And then you will actually start to see trades being profitable and go, actually, I can do this. And that's when the shift comes. And then when that shift comes, you just go like this. And I've seen it with hundreds and hundreds of traders happen, that when that shift comes and they actually realize that they can do it and they talk themselves into doing it and they keep telling themselves they're going to do it and they keep it simple and follow their plan, their trading goes like this. Then they start to get all of the things. What other book do I recommend? Quite a few. I'm just looking through what I've got now. So this one, The Intelligent Investor, is a really good book. It's quite intense though. Look at the size of it and look at the size of the text in it. So it's quite a tough one to read. It's quite long. This one is a good one as well. Fooled by Randomness by Nassim Taleb. Does a lot of financy books. and talking about in this one. Well, I'm not going to tell you what this one. Well, actually, I will. It's about how your life is fooled by randomness. So it gives examples of a stockbroker living next to a dentist. The dentist is from a family of dentists who was always going to be a dentist. He was always going to be successful and make money. The stockbroker, not so much so, completely random. This book I got a lot from, and there's a lot of comparables about how you could live your life 100 times over as a stockbroker and maybe never be a stockbroker. So that one is a great one. I also like, that is a good book. That is a really good book. The sort of trading in the zone one as well is incredible. There's like videos of that on YouTube where it talks about that. Sort of any mindset-y one is good. The Daily Stoic is quite a good one as well. Just one sort of quote to go by that day. I quite like the Stoic philosophy. Yeah, so they're all quite good books to read. Martin did a review on a book, The Obstacle is the Way. It's a bit stoic-y again, but talking about turning obstacles into opportunities, he reiterated that for trading. That's on the YouTube channel, so that's good. And they should be enough to sort of get you going. So I'll see you tomorrow. I'm not going to ramble on any longer. Tomorrow's video, I think, is about stop losses and not ignoring them. So 10 o'clock, same place, same time. I'll be caffeinated, and hopefully I won't ramble on for 22 minutes. See you tomorrow, guys.